Teapot 2, Pie.
Teapot 2, this is the vote order.
Black hole. Remote. Lightning. Tree. Fanny. Bottom 2, Pie and Marker. Both characters are pretty, in my opinion, are drastically different. But in most people's eyes, they are pretty meh. While the other characters have something to them, or just had a lot of screen time this episode. Anyways, Pie is eliminated. Because Marker is, has a fan base, while Pie kind of doesn't. Teapot 2, I think teammates will lose. And this would be the vote order. Pin. Coiny. Saw. Donut. Barf bag. Bottom 2, Needle and Gatey. Out of, I guess you could say, the 3 groups are in this, aka Donut and Barf Bag, Pin, Coiny, and Needle, and Saw and Gatey. These 2 are the least liked. Gatey was in bottom 4. Needle was also in bottom 4. But I do think Gatey would be safe, since Needle doesn't really have a big fan base, while all the others kind of do. Then I think in Teapot 3, S will lose. And this would be the vote order. Winner. Clock. Bottle. Cloudy, because he dropped off. Rocky. Bottom 2. Ice Cube and Yellowface. Both of these, I guess you could call gimmick characters. Ice Cube was unique, but then came just kind of a reuse line one. And Yellowface, all about ads. But I do think Ice Cube will survive over Yellowface. Yellowface. So it's Ice Cube seems to be maybe on a redemption arc or something like that. I just think Ice Cube is more interesting than Yellowface. This would be the vote order. Basketball. Snowball. Foldy. Robot Flower. Bell. I think the bottom 4 would be very close. Since Basketball and Snowball, obviously the most popular on the team. And, Foldy, I think, is just more popular than the other 4. Why I think Eggy and Grassy would be in the bottom, since Eggy has had a lot of hate. And Grassy has just kind of been meh, like a meh character. But I do think Grassy would survive. Also, quick event thing. This team was split into 2. Snowball, Foldy, not into 2 separate teams, but 2 sides. Sorry about that. Snowball, Foldy, and Bell, and Grassy, Robot Flower, and Basketball. Those sides kind of hate each other and fight all the time. Then I think the S would get hit with the beep effect and lose again. So this is the vote order. Winner. Clock. Bottle. Surprising literally everybody. Ice Cube. So I think these kind of characters are kind of opposites. Cloudy excels in a vote to eliminate, since not many people hate him. And Rocky would excel in vote to save, because Rocky has a lot of lovers, but also a lot of haters. But I do think Cloudy would survive over Rocky. Also, a quick question, why is Ice Cube not on the bottom 2? I think Ice Cube would start to be a more interesting character as she interacts with characters like Book and stuff. So yes, I think Rocky would be one of the Exeters would be able to join the game. And I say lie on this one. Why lie? Even though in the rejoin, she didn't really have that much votes. Wasn't even in the top 3. Yeah, wasn't even in the top 4, I think. But I think Lie would join, because Lie has the most plot relevance compared to everybody. Yes, Pencil and Bracelet, I do think are way more popular. But I do think Lie would win the heart of the viewers and join the strongest team on Earth. As a kind of double agent for the side. Then, Are You Okay would lose? This would be the vote order. Tennis ball. Pen. Fries. golf ball. Eraser. Yeah, this one's really obvious. TV and puffball in the bottom 2. What else is there to say? Both of these characters are pretty hated. But who's more hated, I would say? TV. Yes, I do think puffball will fall to the bottom 2, but I think TV is kind of the outlier of this team. Kind of like teammates, this kind of one is kind of separated into groups. More into duos, as you can see. Also, why do I think tennis ball would be safe over pen? I don't know. Then I think in whatever episode this is, Death Pact again would lose. Again. This would be the vote order. Remote. Black hole. Lightning. Tree. Bottom 2, Marker and Fanny. Out of the Death Pact outliers on this team, like the non-Death Pact members, so these 3, Lightning is definitely the most popular. So I think one of these 2 would be going. But I think Marco would be safe over Fanny. Why, you ask? Fanny just hates everything. That's her entire thing. Yes, may have a bit more, but I don't think she really fits in on Death. The beep effect, the S would lose. This would be a voter. Winner. Clock. Bottle. Bottom 2, Ice Cube and Cloudy. Both of these 2 have been in the bottom 2 before. Don't really excel in a vote to save. So, who's the last person safe? Ice Cube. I think these 4 are just way more interesting than the other ones. The entire group which joined, being Yellowface, Rocky, and Cloudy, when they connected teams, is just definitely more popular. Less popular! Oh my gosh, I can rejoin time. This would be the vote order. TV. Yellowface. Eggy. Fanny. Cloudy. Pie. Top 2, Rocky and Needle. The only BFDI characters that were eliminated. And both, I wouldn't say fan favorites. They both have their decent amount of fans and decent amount of hate. Anyways, Needle would rejoin the game. Mainly because everybody on her team was pretty good. So it would make sense for her to get eliminated. And then Needle would rejoin onto Death Pact again. And then the strongest team on Earth would lose. This would be the vote order. Foldy. Basketball. Snowball. Lie. Robot Flower. Bomb 2, Bell and Grassy. I'm just going to get this over with. By a landslide of votes, Grassy is eliminated. So Bell and Robot Flower can be switched around, but I think the others are pretty solid. So why is Foldy safe before Basketball and Snowball? I think their fighting would get really annoying after a while. And Foldy and Lie have just been ignoring each other. Bella's been is neutral. And yeah. It would get annoying, but not annoying for them to be eliminated. Just Not would lose. And this would be the vote order. Book. Price tag. Naily. Cake. Nickel. The kind of obvious bottom 2. Pillow and Bommy. I've heard some people say that Cake or Nickel would be eliminated. But I think both of those characters have more potential. Obviously, these 3 characters are going to be loved and fan favorites. I think these 3, especially based on the intro, they were both appeared in the same shot when Rocky flies up. So I think they will have a friendship. And Nickel is generally liked more than these 2. Pillow has a lot of hate towards her. Bommy, same thing, but I do think Bommy would survive, even though doing worse in the votes overall. So yeah, Pillow's teammates would lose. This would be the voter. Pin. Saw. Coiny. Donut. The obvious bottom 2. Barf Bag, who would excel in vote to eliminate, but doesn't do well in vote to save. And Gady, probably the least interesting. This would be pretty close, but I do think Barf Bag would be safe over Gady. This would be the voter. Foldy. Basketball. Snowball. Lie. Yep, this one's pretty expected. Belle has been in the bottom 2 before. Robot Flower has been in bottom 3 constantly. But I do think Belle would be better than Robot Flower. Because Robot Flower is just another flower. And just has an annoying voice. Are You Okay would lose. This would be the vote order. Pen. Tennis ball. Golf ball. Fries. This one may seem obvious. It's going to be way less obvious than you think. Because Puffball is the last one safe. Honestly, Eraser is pretty bland. I think Puffball would mainly be saved by her friendship with Fries, and also those her fan favorites. So yeah, Eraser would be. I think Death Pact again would lose, since they haven't lost in a while. Should be the vote order. Remote. Black hole. Tree. Needle. This one would be a landslide, but also it'd be a sad landslide since Marker's eliminated. Yeah, everybody else is just more popular. Also, one quick thing for the vote. I think viewers would start realizing that Black Hole isn't as interesting as everybody thought. Yeah, Black Hole was good in pre-split BFB, but isn't doing much in Teapot. I think they'll be safe for now. He's going crazy right now. Boldy and Lie, Snowball and Basketball. Belle's really the only outsider. But this is the vote order. Basketball. Lie. Snowball. Bottom 2, Boldy and Belle. Both characters have been seen as hated. Who's more hated? I think it's probably Belle. Boldy and Lie, their thing, and Belle's just kind of an outsider to all the conflicts. And is probably the least interesting. Just getting rid of someone from the biggest team. So that's why Are You Okay? Nope, Just Not would lose. Right before the rejoin. This would be the vote order. Book. Price tag. Nelly. Cake. Yep, same thing as last time. But will the person in the bottom 2 last time be safe? I doubt it. Yeah, Nickel's a pretty loved character, while Bommy is just... Is this another rejoin? I think it is. And the top 3 are Pie, Rocky, and Fanny. Rocky would be out of the top 2. And Fanny would rejoin. Why do I think Fanny would rejoin over Pie? It's pretty simple. Pie is just not really an interesting character. And the love for Fanny has been shown onto the strongest team on Earth. With them starting to mend things. Anyways, Death Pact again loses. And this is the vote order. Remote. Lightning. Tree. Bottom 2, the rejoiner and the fan favorite. So, who's going to be safe? Black Hole. Yeah, I think Black Hole will be in the bottom 2, but I don't think Black Hole's ready to be eliminated. Well, Needle is not really that much of an interesting character. Their teammates will lose, and this would be the vote order. Barfback. Saw. Donut. Yep, the one in bottom 3 and bottom 2 person were very close. And that's why Barfbag is eliminated. Yeah, the disinterest for Barfbag is shown. I think Barfbag will have a good time on the show, but I don't think we'll make it any farther than this stage, than what she is in right now. Tennis ball. Fries. Bottom 2, golf ball and puffball. 2 of the balls are up for elimination. Well, in the bottom 2. But who's the last one safe? Golf ball. Of course it's golf ball. These 2 would be super close. And puffball would obviously be eliminated. Yes, hasn't lost in a while. Well, they lose. This would be the vote order. Winner. Clock. Obviously, these 2 are in the bottom 2. It's obvious who's getting eliminated. Ice Cube. But on Ice Cube's way out, she reconciles things with Book, which is good. I think it's a nice send-off for Ice Cube. Also, at this point, she would return back to her original size. As a, I guess you could say, parting gift. What's so good about this? Well, I think Just Not would lose one last member. Bitter. Book. Price tag. Cake. Wait, Cake overtook Nelly? How is that? Well, it was only by 5 votes. Yup. And Nickel would be eliminated, of course. Nickel's just probably the least interesting.
It's sad, but
It makes sense.
merge teams. Why? Well, these two obviously fit together. 5 people and 3 people, of course. I think these two would match since Saw kind of has to reconcile with Book. And I think Cake, it would be nice if Cake went with the other losers still in the game. Well, of course, except for Clock. Anyways, and this one is probably the most lore heavy. Pen reuniting with the rest of Death Pact, at least the one still in. But I think it would make sense. Pen kind of left them on a sour note. And also, the strongest team on S, apparently. They don't know what the team name would be called, but they lose. And this would be the vote order. Winner. Basketball. Foldy. Clock. Lie. Snowball. Bottom 2, Fanny and Bottle. Both of these characters have their fans and have their haters. The hater has its haters, and the joyous character has its joyers, or I don't know. I don't know what's trying to go there. Anyways, Bottle's eliminated. Fanny, this is her first time up for elimination past her rejoin. So I think they would want to give her a chance. Because Bottle is meh. So I think people would say Fanny and get Bottle out. Death Pact again. Would lose. And this would be the voter. Pen. Tennis ball. Lightning. Remote. Tree. Black hole. Golf ball and fries. I think this one would be probably the most voted one in BFB history. And everybody would be close. Especially these two. But I do think golf ball would be safe. Also, I wanted these two to have a rivalry. Mainly because I feel like the creators are setting that up. And also their rivalry in BFB. This is kind of a rip-off of Golden Sponge's thing. But 3 characters would join the game. Pencil from the X-Men. Since I think Pencil is probably the most popular. Gady from, I don't know, whatever elimination spot it's from. Because people want to see what happened with Book. Since they're on an arc right now. Well, Book and Saw. And Shopping Cart, I think, is probably the most popular RC. Non-existy. I think non-existy would get the most votes. But then wouldn't be able to join. So, Shopping Cart. You'll join strongest team on S. Pencil and Gady would both join onto Wow Bunch. We are winners bunch. Just gonna say that. Anyways, Death Pact again loses. This is the vote order. 10. Tennis ball. Lightning. Golf ball. Remote. Bottom 2, Tree and Black Hole. Black Hole's been bottom 2 before. Tree has not. But I think in a surprise double elimination, both would be going. Tree getting more than Black Hole. But I think in the surprise double elimination, both would go. Mainly because I think they would want to decrease Tpot's lifespan. They want to make it Wow Bunch would lose. And since I don't want to say the entire vote order, since there's so many characters, I'm just going to say that Cake got eliminated. Bottom 2 with Donut. Why Cake? I feel like Cake is the least interesting, not in an arc right now. Why bottom 2 with Donut? Again, least interesting, not just joined and not in an arc. And Wow Bunch would lose again. And again, since I don't want to say the vote order, I think Gady would be eliminated. Bottom 2 with Donut again. Why Gady? I think Gady would refuse to forgive Book. And just be cut for that reason. The strongest team on S loses, and this is the vote order. Winner. Clock. Foldy. Shopping Cart. Basketball. Lie. Bottom 2, Snowball and Fanny. But a landslide, Fanny's eliminated. But why is Basketball not second safe? Basketball would start getting more and more annoyed with Snowball's shenanigans. turn a bit into a golf ball, just bossing around her team. But it wouldn't be too serious. Just a mild bunch would lose, and Saw and Book's arc would close, and this would be the voter. Pin. Price tag. Saw. Book. Coiny. Pencil. Bottom 2, Naily and Donut. Donut's been bottom 2 past 2 times, and Naily is just least popular. But I do think Naily would be safe, and Donut would be eliminated. Then, dun dun dun! The end of an arc. Winner, clock, foldy, shopping cart, lie. These two. Finally, the end of these two's turmoil. Since episode 1, I think it would be time to close out this arc. They would be like mortal enemies and hate each other, and then at this elimination would realize they've both been jerks to each other and forgive each other. But then eventually Snowball's eliminated because Snowball has honestly had more screen time than Basketball, at least overall in the series, and people want more chances to newer characters. Like, finally, Death Pact again would lose. This would be the voter. Pen. Surprisingly, Golf Ball. Along with Lightning. Bomb 2. A huge wave of hate has hit Tennis Ball recently. So I feel like all the haters would try and spread the votes along everybody else to try and get him out. And it would work. As I do think Tennis Ball have fans, also shared with Golf Ball. I think Golf Ball would have a big time doing stuff this episode, so Tennis Ball would be left.
Oh yeah, also Barfbag rejoins.
On to the strongest team. Wait a second. I think it's time for the merge. I think that's a good wait. That's only 18. That's why Balloony and Taco are both joining the game. So the last debut. No more debuts from now on, I promise. Why these two? I think these two both got, like, less screen time than they deserved in BFB. So, as one of those characters, we're going to join. People were thinking, yeah, these people haven't got much screen time. Oh, some characters in the top would be, like, some characters which almost joined would be Ruby and Fiery. Anyways, let's get to the elimination. And this is the voter.
Winner, Price Tag, Saw, Barf Bag.
Bottom 2, Pencil and Shopping Cart. And the last person safe would be
Pencil.
I think Pencil would be on an arc with Book, since they don't really like each other. So Shopping Cart would be eliminated. And also, there's already 3 recommended character debuters in here. So they feel like, well, so people felt like Shopping Cart
Elimination.
should be the vote order. Winner, Basketball, Pin, Clock, Remote. A very close vote between those two. Bottom 2, Lion Foldy. To end another arc on the strongest team on Earth. Anyways, I think Lie would be eliminated. Because I think just Foldy would have more fans. And Lie has already had her time to shine, mainly in BFB 16. Quick thing I forgot to mention. Lie being eliminated. It would be a close vote between those two. But, Lie being eliminated. When I said she already had her time to shine. In this hypothetical scenario, if this actually happened, Lie would be kind of a lollipop type character, have a lot of fans, have a lot of haters, and just be kind of a sarcastic character. So, sorry, just clarifying. This was the voter. Price Tag. Saw. Remote. Bottom 3, Taco, and Book. Barfbag is definitely the least interesting character of the people up for elimination. Mainly these two are closing out an arc. Saw is also on that, and Price Tag and Remote are just... Sorry everybody, but I'll have to split this into 2 parts, because this is such a long prediction. So I'll see you guys in, part 2 when it eventually comes out. The final 17. Look at them. Look at in all their beauty. Anyways, If you liked what you saw, please comment, like, subscribe. Whatever, I don't know. And put in the comments what you would do differently. Which characters you wish got farther in my prediction. Characters you think should be out by now. Anyways, hope you enjoyed, and have a nice day.